yemo bibia aha mawakwaba elfabra Cstv news 24 esomrena so nsema etwego omanimo bi manso dewie yesinkunwa yede kase no so ede eba besomu na kase no mayenhwe de bedimu tintima ankasa ukopie mu ewo Bogatanga girls senior high school jese nsembi ekoso inde amekase Oswafo abedi chono ehwe adesua ho ensem enso aba bekasa ede afa ho na mekase dear Frank Davis ono omono monso ya sendewe de kase enso ede eba besomo na hyene enso ese twegu ewo aba fide tintan enso Facebook no Cstv do follow ye se ne be ya onso benya bibibia de betum afa do YouTube na adoma no boso sene be ya bibia be ya no so omenya bi ahwe ewo ho ediam giso mame ama bafo amanda ye hotel ye ba ediam nchire mankasa no ebeso na ye sheye sebdo asidi ni ekwa kochiremu ewa asoye mu ehwe ya dihia ho ensem so na fiti inra ebesi innenu Bogatanga senior high school chese ebepto dwasa baba wa ono no wenya mfihia no edu ennan a chese ono so osanso special child na ebeto edwase security men mienu achese ewo Bogatanga senior high school omasese abofra no amachese emumpenifo ahodo ababeka inse anase wode nsema ahodo bi ababetu edwa na no anachese oswafo abede tro no ehwe adesua ho ensem Dr. Clement Apak ede nsema ababetu edwa wo chewo ese ekamia koyese mpenifo ya na sasem no ye bua so achese eni kwanse wotimi na ode insebe etudwa wo chewo ese wo sempenifo ede wo nan esisifo mpaye esanse de ekoso no entwa ye kra
indicate that the matter at hand is one that has gravely worried the minister and myself. As the sector ministry, we have oversight responsibility over all our agencies and their conduct. And so the minister instructed me to issue the statement. We are aware of the statement that was earlier issued by the GES, but we felt that as a ministry, we needed to come out and state very clearly how we feel about the situation and to give specific directives because truly we do not find it acceptable that a 14-year-old girl who is on record as a student with special needs is victimized by two adult watchmen or security guards, and then on top of that, she is being deboardinized. We thought that clearly cannot be acceptable. That cannot be the way to resolve the matter. So I can tell you that we are going to take very firm action. We believe this is an indication of a failure on the part of the Regional Directorate of Education in the Upper East, a failure on the part of the Municipal Directorate, and clearly the management of the school has failed this young girl, and we will not tolerate that. I am indicating a failure all the way from the school to the Regional Directorate. Things of this nature ought to have been immediately conveyed to the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. You don't sit around with matters of this nature. No, we won't tolerate it. Indiscipline would not be tolerated at any level of the structure. As I indicated, what we have issued is the immediate steps we expect to be addressed, or a matter that we think ought to be implemented. In this case, reinstating her to a full boarding status, ensuring that she gets medical treatment and the needed counseling, and then presenting a much more fuller report to the minister as sequential action. We have all their interdiction. In fact, the two watchmen have been interdicted. The report as requested.
Dr. Clement Apak no swafo abedi trosha disha ho esem na Okasa wiechre ana Africa Education Watch Watch impedifo penny power da no Kofi Asare and so ababe kasa etienia ekoso Bogatanga girls.
We are concerned because per our information the illegal acts took place somewhere late June and early July. And our sources indicate that it's likely the act wasn't a singular act. And so we were concerned about the case management process, the safeguarding procedures or the safeguarding response that the school deployed when the act or acts occurred. We're also concerned that as of yesterday, the security men had not been interdicted, especially when these actions took place about 5 to 6 weeks ago. The final point of concern was that a minor was being charged and actually being pronounced guilty of a crime committed by adults just because the minor was a victim, and that was that was a no-brainer in all this. A 14-year-old who is a minor cannot be liable actions involving adults. According to our laws, a 14-year-old cannot consent to a sexual relationship, whether it was by consent or it wasn't. And so for an education institution like Boga Girls to have determined that the 14-year-old girl was guilty, in an action or in an act involving adults for which she had no power to consent. It raised severe issue of institutional capacity, appreciate safeguarding, institutional capacity to implement the GES's code of conduct for students, and also an institutional capacity to implement the inclusive education policy. Because the school indicated that on the basis of the girl's disability,
Ora Kofi Asare na yakote no enkane be free sansem no eso na yedieni achiremu ewo insem fufuro mu na chema wontumi nimrani ni achese ye friend se Frank Davis na kachi na chesende ye ko na ode nsema ba betu edwa wo chirebu ese enema bi ekoswa entwaye kra wonte ase sanse nanka oprefa hodie ede ama chema wontumi nenso court twintwene na se a odwen ho kra na wonte ase misali tinu wode atu edwa wo chirebu se court be ye bibia wo se wo ye ntempa sanse wo hwe court hwe ana se nyema court ye no kamia ko se wo hwe se wontumi bedemu ache so onte ase no Ralph Frank Davis ni sema wode etu dwa no ebini.
In court, I believe you heard the submissions. The plaint of the Honorable Member of Parliament relates to a violation, a continuing violation of constitutional provisions. The Constitution is the sovereign will of the people, and it behoves on all of us to hold it sacrosanctly and defend the provisions of the Constitution at all times. We are not here in the Supreme Court just for purposes of grandstanding. The constitutional rights of the accused persons to a fair trial is being violated by the exercise of the administrative discretion of the Chief Justice, that their trials be conducted in the legal vacation. That is our challenge. We are not saying that they should not be tried. What we are saying is that the continued trial of the cases in the legal vacation offends their right to fair representation and lawyers of their own choice. Because this is a case where the lawyers have prompted the justices that they are unable to attend court because in the vacation we have a long-standing practice and tradition that we don't conduct trials.
Na mayan free hoye for ye ninchire mu ewo Dansoman Junction se okopie mu ewo sa junction no eso ana chese drobin bi ewo ho apai na okopie mu ewo ho no ma chese duwa insu eta ho no enye fedi agrama eye dwedefo eho enha ha omopa eye titiru ana feso ahyenkafo na nde ya meka sei aban ede nsem ana se wahase ese sa drobe na asei ewo Dansoman Junction no obeye esiesie ewo ho na edwedefo ene ahyenkafo bi ewo ho eso ede nsem sei etu edwa
yeniji se mahama so okay so ba beye gata no amanye because ama market no akofom ye ntade beto ade kra oba kakra bi ni ato na esoko enti so obeye gata no amanye de a yeso ye ni gise obeye gata no amanye ti ye dana se bebre so
ensuo ni de aha ye papa amaye ntimi omu ntwa ensuo ni meton ade ti afe na nyame aya adoma omuso omu be ya amaye ya ka kire omu se omu be ya nyame hira wo so omu be ya amaye
ensen ya dana se panse ta wadi na adwin abetu wo me because won say nso out of be 30 minutes 40 ta be won say MC na be park in the car no be check sen na nso ne nti atimi du time bi a on no be fa machine abaye ekwen ne kaka sen ne be akas betima afa ha akọ ba na say there say omuso mbaye na ochina ya dan yami ase panse MC no wa ya ade papa nti ya nchi obi a MC ya na echia MC ni de wa ya ade papa
bye ehun de ya ka sini na na weti suwe yenya bi nko because obiri nsese no ho onko krom no omba fensuim no fa mafo ka onya possible nti se ya tene dem a ya da ho ase de esra na yankopon ma wa hoden na nkwa na adwumpa na wo fo mbo ma Ghana no ma Ghana on ba ya kraba hwe o ma no ye ye na na ye wom
Ghana penny power dano Selom Dramani in there make us say the audience sama to jaw chibu ese for me good to a ye to ewo o my Ghana high edise say yen so na fe yen sase no wase wode wonan ebesi form pa ye se ne be ya galam se no obetimi etu ase ewo man.
We indicated in our press statement, the one I read earlier, that this is agriculture. We will definitely come to talk about Galamsey. And when we come to talk about Galamsey, we are coming to talk about Galamsey with bare knuckles, where we will be pulling no punches and taking no prisoners. We will go, if in our honest assessment, government's, implementation of fight against Galamsey is a lousy one, we will call out government. Because it poses existential threat to the good people of this country. Some group of people cannot continue to make money at the expense of our health. If that will even result in overthrowing government, we must support it. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And that is where we'll do what we christened in Arise Ghana as comprehensive, organized, universal protest. COUP. Coup. So to the occupants or occupiers of the Jubilee House, I seize this opportunity to tell them that the fight against Galamsey shouldn't be done in a lackadaisical manner. It should be done half-heartedly. It should be a total commitment to fight and succeed.
Na yebefro na idini atremo ewo NDC amanyoko no akache mekase chochurofo peni abedi tre ede ema amanyoko no ye Mustafa Bande akasa wo trebu ode kokobo ede ema amanyoko emba no ese ahoya ese ewo wontem no ewo so woyina efro na fe so afimpinu ni eduenu ewo tre abatoa no so ebetimi akonkan.
In the last 1.5 years, their positions will say, oh, give it to this young man. People will say that because I don't like him, don't give it to him. Nonsense. Which individual created the NDC? And we glorify this nonsense among us. We destroy people. Meanwhile, when it is done to us, we do not like it. You only get to complain when it is about you, but when you are part of the people doing it to your colleagues, you don't see the pain. But yet we go to church. Even if you serve the shrines, me, I have tasted the tree. You have not tasted the tree. There is no juju I do not know. Even in the shrines, there are principles. In the Quran, there are principles. In the Bible, there are principles. That you do not do unto others what we don't want done to you. Where comradeship is dead in the NDC. We are jealous of each other. When an NDC person is getting rich, his enemy is from within. And yet we do not see that that is a problem. Because power has come, people have come, people have become big. They rather think that others should go down. But let me tell you, many people are like me, but some are not like me. I am the type that when you hurt me once, I will hurt you twice before we reconcile. Twice. Those of you who have known me, from my days of Deputy General Secretary knows who I am. If you insult me, I will insult you twice. Because you see, it's important that you don't waste your wife's energy for a fool. So when somebody is fooling, meet him with foolishness. So when you are fooling with me, don't think I'll be wise. I would rather increase the foolishness in me to let you know that I have a bigger degree of foolishness than yours.
Ora Mustafa Gbandene Ekotere Ekare Florida ni Ajemu Ewa Insenfu from na 24-hour economy coordinator Edin Samaba Betu Eja Wuchebu Esenche Ghana for Benya Ejuma Ayepa Eye Atese Yanko Bi Mansumpo Enkoye Ejuma na Mayentin Sema Impedufono Ede Etujano Ebi.
We believe that jobs will come from the overall growth of the economy and our development. It's not magic, because the jobs will come from production. We are committed to reorganizing agriculture, modernizing it, making it less backbreaking, making it attractive to young people, so that people will not all rush to Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, or Sekondi to hang around chasing jobs that are out there.
Na mayonko omampini atinaye na nipa ba kwa wotonkra ewo omampini atinaye Shamima Muslims ono ana chese oye abadi chire ode sema tu edwa wo chebo ese mahama kenu ewo se mafode wo ho ehimpa na wo boa netimi etumpon.
This is why every one of you matter. So I'm asking each of you to lean in, to commit, to own this work. To our health workers, you are the bridge between policy and people. You are the ones who will make free screening a reality in every corner of this country. I ask you, therefore, pleadingly, to equip yourselves with knowledge, to engage your communities with compassion, and to ensure that no eligible woman is missed.
My engineer said, "Way so na yenda ya hotel ya ba. Jodi mo 7 de akechin so ya de beso."
The manager of Crystal Jorek Pet Shop. Here, we have varieties of pet foods and accessories. When it comes to dog foods and cat foods, we have everything. We have the 25 kg pellets, the 20 kgs, the 10 kgs. We have Happy Home, High Performance, Dog Chew, Jack Pet Food, GC Puppy and Adults, High Retrieval, Happy Canine. When it comes to the leashes or the collars, we have everything, whether small, medium or large. We have their supplements, their vitamins, fish oils, medicated soaps, and their tablets. We also have the flea and tick sprays. They are refreshers. And when it comes to their bowls, we have different types of bowls: stainless or plastic bowls, medium, large. We have their traveling bags, their bathing tubs, their towels, and all their chains as well. We also do breeding of dogs and cats. Whether you are looking for poodles, puppies, any mixed breed, we have them. Foreign cats too are available. When it comes to their treats, we have their big bones, we have their biscuits, we have their snacks. We have our locations. One is located at East Legon American House, adjacent KB Clay, near Intifo Avenue Street. We also have a branch at Blue Lagoon, Sacramento, opposite the Ghana Poultry Farmers Association, General Anchor Street. You can contact us on 0243 03 2066 or 020 473 8175. At Crystal Jewelry, we will always want your pet to smile.
Bibia akwaba bioda so ehwe ewia brento brekase e wo Cstv so ediam de so me ama bafuade de so edwede mo ensem na FDA impenifo ebo amanye se wona woton niema ewo abefu fidie tintan eso no se woniema no efo dwumedi omudi ehu se ye enuru anase niema hodo bia FDA edi ehu adwuma no unimemra no deda ewo omaiga na ha no se mayente sema mpenifo no ede etudwa
no na me see ye hu guidelines kwa ye be faso to be the regulatory online marketing and advertisement of products no and ya develop guidelines no Thursday ebai committee bi wo ho ye hwe guidelines no na ya finalize and ye finalize ya de amount for be ye ni amount for be de hu nkita ho na obia any non-tiasie say open say oya advert on social media say me say we the win and SSA who
na mayenko obi manso ye jinemu ewo Central Africa Republic na ansema efri honum eba enise nanu ebinada na chesebeto edwa ese from a good to achesinde yomu etu ewo honum no ade se asase no ebu eguma nipa dodo be sa ha ede omatimi etu ananam ewo ensiedo na impepra me kase de impedifo abomoden achese Red Cross impedifo etimi abomoden ma wode akadia hodo akọ ese biaya ebu egu no ohwe eyiyi manfo na wo kirewu ede a manfo no chese omodo sopa eyi ampempen de omotimi ehu emu nipa 100 ewo ma omuguso a san bo wo homoden se bohu imbimu ewo saasase no ase Mayanko Agudiemo ensem na Ghana Football Association president Kate Okreku ensema babetu edwa wochiremu ese 2026-2027 season bet na chese yetwa wabra chese agro anase agudie koso no ade se omotwem mayente sema openi edetudwa no ebi
For the upton time, no betting company has been licensed by the FA to place odds on domestic games. Let me repeat for the 12th time or for the 15th time. No betting company is allowed to take odds or bets on our domestic games. And currently, we are working with all our security agencies to ensure that we weed these cankers from domestic football.
Wabra omampeni John Dramani Mahama Babetna Abenya Sunu Washebo SS Stadium Ebese Ensiandi Obeshe now with me esi ewo Omaighana Hana Agropamaso so etimi ayedepa meka say oswafo no ehwe agudiebo ese Kofi Idi Adams there is ababa betu edwa which will say Ghana Mompeni atena say adwendwe hu achesende yode enan aka hu achese stadium no 10 no omoba bisi ewo Omaighana sinebea agudie wuseso ebedihin.
Let me announce that His Excellency the President, during his campaign, promised to build 6 mini stadia for the 6 new regions. I dare tell you that His Excellency has since reviewed that decision and he is no more going to build the 6 mini stadiums. He is going to build 10. So the Western North region will have 1. Oti region will have 1. Ahafo will have 1. Bono East will have 1. Savannah will have 1. Northeast will have 1. These are the new regions. Upper East will have 1. Upper West will have 1. And then Volta region will have another.
Boshe ne de ya share akase ye besi agropamano na ye free ho ye de ni adwemu ewo enigedie mo ensem ohima Messi eye nyum tuni ode sama betu edwa wo chirebo ese ne nyum toa akwantu no ode abasobo ede emma na si person say waboa no wo kwan bi eso.
I remember when we were doing the first album, I was only having the words. So I went to Nasir and he was actually laughing at me and said, what are you going to do? If you don't have the songs, how are we going to? At least it has to be in a demo. Yes. But I went to Nasir straight away with words. And for me, Nasir has been one of the basic, the foundation of my gospel music, actually, because he has to find a way to put these words, teach me how to write songs, put it in words together and to form a song, adding the tunes to it. And we came to him, by the time we came back, the songs were ready. And for me, I was screaming because I think it was the first time going to the studio and listening to my voice turning into a different thing. I was crying and I was hugging Nasir like, you don't know what you have done to me. And that was the beginning of
Ohima Messi and a cotere a can emergency way so na kasea boabuanuni nano. Yadi esi ewa Hasaris Dream Jewelries, Amsel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, KS Fafmes Co Limited, NAB Apartment Hotel, and our so Crystal Direct Pet Shop. Amuna musoya say in the area de Cassin so a day a best so mo and more buffoni nami do bibia asi, a damn just so a ma may ama bafua macro.